Hi, so many of you who are watching this video, most of you are astrology enthusiasts because well-known astrologer will not watch other astrologers, I think. But most of us are astrology enthusiasts, and the thing is, even the famous astrologers, one astrologer follow a particular method and another astrologer follow another particular method, and sometimes or many a times one astrologer following some particular method does not have any knowledge about another method. Okay, now what happens to normal people? They can learn healing in few days, they can learn meditation in few hours, but they have to practice, and by practicing healing or meditation only they can learn it properly, because the method to learn takes a short time, much shorter time. But most of the time, when it has happened many a times that many of my clients, they wanted to learn astrology. When they told that they want to learn healing, I told, okay, you can learn. It will take 7 days. It will take 5 days. How many methods you are going to learn? It depends on that. How many methods, how many steps you want to learn. And it is not up to learning, like meditation is not up to learning. It is up to practicing. If you have learned so many methods of meditation, like 25 methods of meditation you have learned, and you have not practiced any of them, one method should be practiced minimum for 30 days. Sorry, 3 months. Minimum for 30 days, just to know whether you can continue. Then 3 months to see whether it is having any impact on you. Definitely, each and every method of meditation gives some impact on you. And sometimes we feel, most of the time we feel very much discomfort, because it does not give you the impact which you want, but it gives you the impact which is good for you. Okay, like someone learned meditation, and after 3 months of practice of particular one meditation, the person was having 20 friends, and now he or she is having only 3 friends. So definitely the person will not feel comfortable, and the person will feel discomfort, because number of friends reduce drastically. Means you are practicing with loyalty. When you practice meditation with loyalty, practice healing with loyalty, some major changes will occur in your life. Okay, so whether you like the change or not, it does not matter. The change which is inevitable, which is good for you, is only happening to you. Most of the time, the things good for us, we don't like anything which is good for us. We are attracted towards what other people are having in their life. So we also want to have the same. Clear? Now about astrology, there are so many branches, and one lifetime is not enough to learn astrology. I was hardly 8-9 years or 10-12 years maximum old when I started learning astrology. Now I am 57 years old. Till now I feel I don't know anything in astrology, although I am professional astrologer. I follow few methods, a mix-up of, a mash-up of few methods. Some of them are very easily available, but there are many of them which are not easily available, not known to many. But I am not going to tell that I have invented something. I have not invented anything in astrology, but I keep on experimenting with methods. Whenever I learn any methods from any place, I keep on experimenting with it to learn about it. Okay. So about that, you have to see so many horoscope, and you have to cross check. Okay. Now, a few things I want to say about cross checking. How to cross check? Like one simple, every single omen is important in astrology. Someone came to my home. Last week, when I was wearing a yellow color sari. It was Thursday. So I was wearing yellow, and it was sari. So yellow is the color of Jupiter, and sari is something very traditional. So it also denotes by Jupiter. Although any kind of dress up and all those things are controlled by Venus, but It was a Jupiter day and it was yellow color sari, and a lady came to my house and she came to deliver something, okay, home deliver something. She came to my house and my dogs started fighting, seeing a new person, and they were fighting furiously. That lady was scared of dogs, and I tried my best to hold the dogs, and one dog tore apart with the nail of the dog. My sari was tore apart, this much part of the sari, and it was not very old one, maximum 7, 8, 10 times I wore it. So I was upset, but immediately asked that lady about her birth details. Although she is not my customer, but I asked that lady about her birth details, and I came to know that she is having debilitated Jupiter. So it was a Jupiterian day and she has debilitated Jupiter in 10th house. 9th lord and 12th lord Jupiter debilitated in 10th house. Okay. So as she makes something and home delivers thing, so each home she goes for delivery is her workplace. So her Jupiter is debilitated in 10th place. So it's a omen that when a lady with a debilitated Jupiter in 10th came to her workplace, so the bosses or customers, yellow color clothes tore apart. It was having jerry and all those things, so it was quite expensive and I was very upset. But I realized by watching her horoscope, I realized that it is because of her presence, because she came after the dog started fighting, and it is for the first time in my lifetime that a sari got torn. Most of the time, if means once or twice, it has happened before also. So it is very uncommon. Till the age of 57, hardly 3-4 saris got torn, but those saris only got torn by so small piece, small place, the pinhole kind of thing, and this one got torn this big. So this is one event. Another event, there is a person, whenever that person travels by his own car, it is perfectly okay. Own bike, perfectly okay. When the person travels by bus, by flight, by train, either that is late or it got broke or some technical error is there. So some troubles will be there, that the flight is late, train is late, whatever. These kind of things always happen. So whenever he is driving car or driving bike, nothing is happening. But when he is driving big vehicles, something wrong is happening. So there must be some big planet with Venus, because Venus is vehicle. So there must be some big planet with Venus, means it can be Jupiter with Venus, or it can be Saturn with Venus, and always it gets late or always it gets troubled, the big vehicles, then that must be debilitated. Either Venus is debilitated or planet with Venus, that is Jupiter or Saturn, whatever, that is debilitated. Or it might be happening that it is in Gandamul nakshatras, the nakshatras which are the difficult one, and such kind of thing. And I asked that person about his birth details, and the thing is, his Venus is with Saturn. His Venus is sitting with Saturn, and in one of the Gandamul nakshatra, that is Ashwini nakshatra, means Saturn is debilitated in Aries. Ashwini is the first nakshatra, okay? And in first 3 degree, this person is having Venus and Saturn within first 3 to 5 degrees. Something in 1 degree, something in 5 degree or 3 degree, something like that. Okay. So within 5 degree of Ashwini nakshatra only 2 planets, Venus and Saturn, is there. Saturn is debilitated there, and both Venus and Saturn is sitting in Gandamul nakshatra, one of the 6 Gandamul nakshatra, and Aries is fire sign and Venus is water element. So Venus must not be comfortable in Aries. So what happens whenever he goes to any big vehicle, because Venus is with Saturn, so big vehicle, then this thing happen always. So this kind of things you have to check each and every person. If you cross check in each and every person's horoscope, if it is possible, after any event, then it will help you to learn astrology properly. So learning is not only reading it. Learning it is not only seeing horoscope of the people who comes as astrologer, your customer or your family members. It is quite easy to check horoscope or birth details, because birth details of all of your family members are available to you. But please check whenever there is some event is happening, please check birth details of the person with whom some interaction, good or bad, has happened. Another third event is, there is one friend of mine whom whenever I visit her, I talk to her over phone even, something good happens. Something good in terms of money, because I asked about the birth details of that lady, and her Jupiter is upon my Jupiter. So her Jupiter and my Jupiter both are in same sign, and I am having only Jupiter here, there, and she is having Jupiter plus Venus there. Okay, and this particular house of Jupiter, which is 159 Jupiter, or this kind of place, which is good for Jupiter. So both of us, me and her, both of us are having Jupiter in a good sign and in a good house among 1st, 5th and 9th. So, and in the same house, sorry, in the same sign, and along with Jupiter, Venus is there. She is having Venus, so Venus is money. So whenever I meet her or I speak to her over phone, immediate, even sorry, small amount of monetary gain will come. And there are some people with whom whenever I talk, there is some loss of money, there is some loss of work, loss of money or something like that. Why? Either it is possible that my Venus is, just consider my Venus is in Capricorn and that person's Venus is in Sagittarius. So it is position of Venus to 12, that is loss of money. So whenever I meet that person, there might be having a loss of money, and that person is meeting me. Her Venus is second to my Venus, so she might be gaining something. This kind of astrology is something very interesting. Any one point you can choose. Whatever I told you today, you can check in after every event, in every people's chart, whoever came in contact with you, you can check if possible, and gradually it will help you to learn about astrology very interesting way. Okay, bye, have a nice time.